You're sitting at home, working on your laptop, and the money just keeps on rolling in. No boss, no 9 to 5, and you're basically limitless. And that sounds crazy, right? But I want to tell you guys something that you've probably heard many times before, but don't really know what it is. And it's digital marketing. Digital marketing has created more millionaires in the last decade than almost any other industry. And today, I'm going to show you step by step how even a complete beginner can start building their path to their first $1 million online. What actually is digital marketing? Digital marketing is just marketing online, hence why it's called digital marketing. Instead of putting an ad in a newspaper, you know, those olden times of actual physical marketing, putting it instead on Instagram, TikTok, or even Google. Instead of handing out flyers, you're sending emails. It's all about using the internet to reach people where they spend most of their time, which is on their computer or on their phone. And here's the best part. You don't need a big office, a huge budget. You don't even need your own product to start, which is amazing about this. You just need the right skills and a clear path. And now digital marketing itself is very, very broad. So if you don't start from the source and know what you want, you're going to be overwhelmed and you're not going to see a lot of progress, because you should be very niche in the type of digital marketing that you do. Now, I do want to say this. When you start on this journey, or even if you want to become an entrepreneur or a business owner or sell your own product or do something online, digital marketing is the foundation. If you don't have this foundation, then I can assure you, you probably, or you most likely won't be successful as an entrepreneur or selling your products, because if you don't market your product, no one's going to know about it. It's never going to sell. This is an extremely important skill to learn. If I tell anyone like how to make money online, digital marketing would be on the top of skills to learn how to make your first $1 million. So with that being said, I want to go into a few digital marketing models that can actually make you serious money, and from there you get to choose which model that you would like. The first model is affiliate marketing, which means you don't need a product. You just promote someone else's product, and every time someone buys through your link, you get paid. You can even see this through TikTok Shop.
Are you still using the same belt? Well, it's definitely time for a change.
I just got these amazing new sneakers. Not only do they look awesome, they're also designed for your feet to have maximum breathability, and they're super lightweight.
Girls, oh my god, so I finally got those TikTok viral shoes we've been seeing everywhere. Let's try them on and see how it looks.
The majority of these sellers on there are affiliate marketers, because the product most of the time is not theirs. They're selling for someone else and they're making a commission off of it. It could be extremely profitable and extremely scalable because the product is not yours. You don't carry any inventory. You didn't do any time with actually making the product or having any of the other necessities that a business owner might need to create the entire company. All you do is do a little bit of product research on which product is selling well, which one fits with your audience. You sell it, and if the video gets 1 million views and it converts very well, then bam, that's a lot of money per month. Now, if you want a separate video on how to become a TikTok Shop affiliate, I'll make a video. If I didn't already, I'll link it also below. Get started. It's very easy, but there's also many different types of affiliate marketing. That's just the easiest way to get into it, because you're already dealing with such a large audience. You're dealing with TikTok users. People are on TikTok all day, every day, and it's a fast selling business. There are many different types of affiliate. There's an Amazon affiliate. There's affiliate marketing for selling digital products for other people. If you promote a software, if you promote a website, you can add a link down below to your page or things like that where people check it out. They buy it because of what you try to sell to them, and you make a commission off of it. And there are so many different ways to get into affiliate marketing, but we're also not going to get too much into that. The second is e-commerce. Specifically, there are many types of e-commerce. Again, I'm going to go into more of dropshipping, which is, again, very important for digital marketing, but not just dropshipping, any type of e-commerce where you sell physical products. Selling physical products online. You can use ads to drive people to your store and make profits on every sale. That's just the basics. You've probably heard of dropshipping. You've probably heard of Shopify, e-commerce, the whole spiel, Amazon FBA. And the reason that I myself had failed many times with Shopify when I had my store is because I had no idea how to make ads and I didn't make any effort to learn. Also, I see a lot of people failing for the exact same reason. They think that a store alone will get them product and don't even realize that that's the basic of the basic. And the hardest part is actually getting clients to your store, if you haven't noticed already, which is why a lot of people give up. So I would definitely start learning a lot about ads itself, paid ads and organic marketing, which means that you don't have to necessarily pay for ads. You can get people to discover your product through posting it yourself online, through making content of your products, etc. The third is content creation or plus personal branding, which is basically building an audience on either TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, and then monetizing through brand deals, products, and ads. These are just the people that really like making content online, but this might not be for everyone. Someone who loves making vlogs and videos and putting themselves out there, this might be for them. But someone who is more reserved, doesn't like talking a lot about their life, doesn't really want to create a persona online, they would go more toward the route of e-commerce, dropshipping, where they focus more on paid ads and focusing on building products where you don't necessarily have to put your face out there, where you yourself are the product. 4 is freelance services, agencies. Freelancing is basically you yourself providing a service to other people. Freelance is basically where you yourself are the boss. So that means that can either look like writing ads, managing social media, or doing SEO for businesses who don't know how. SEO is just a fancy term for, or another term, an acronym for search engine optimization. And basically that's another way that you can do organic marketing, which basically means that you use the right keywords, the right terms that people are actually searching for. So for example, when someone types, I want the best couch in 2025, and then you are selling a very nice couch, you might even say it's one of the best, very high quality. I mean, there's really no the best in this case, but what you can do is you have the product, you have a store online, you can create a blog, an article, and post it out there. And your title is Best Couches in 2025. And guess what? You're going to put your product as the #1. And so when people search that up and they find that blog, and then that blog with the #1 being your couch, they click on that couch, and then bam, it's linked to your product, and they're like, oh, maybe I might buy this because they believe your article that it's the best couches. That's basically what marketing is. You're saying my product is the best out there and putting yourself out there, explaining to people why you should buy this product. You don't understand how much people pay. Businesses pay big money for this. If you want to get into this area, of course, you should be seasoned. You should learn about a lot of the technicalities of marketing, SEO, copywriting, things like that. All of that is learned beforehand. You should have experience, you should have a portfolio and things like that. And so if that sounds like something that you would love to do, providing that service for other businesses, basically the service is that you market for other businesses so that they can make money. In turn, you make money for providing that service. A little bit different now because instead of you trying to sell a product for others, you are the product. You are basically finding clients to do that for them. And number 5, info products or coaching, which is basically selling what you know. Information is one of the most valuable resources, I can argue, on this earth. So courses, guides, or even a one-on-one coaching sells a lot, which is why you see a lot of people when they say, oh, I'm a digital marketer, we're like, oh, how did you make so much money? And they're like, well, if you want to learn, DM me. They're most likely a coach. That is their product. They are digital marketing, but not in the way that you think. They're making money through selling you their course, which again, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with selling information, and nothing wrong with buying a course. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Obviously, not every course out there is very high quality. But if you want to teach people, if you have that love for teaching people, again, get the basics down, have experience, have a portfolio, be trustworthy, and then you have to build an audience, of course, because it's a lot harder to sell courses to people when you don't have necessarily a brand out there or a name. People will most likely lean towards people that they have already known, already heard of or already watched. So that's basically it. This is where you go out and you research yourself. Do as much as you can, because courses only take you so far. It's your action that makes all the difference. If you like this type of content and if you want to learn more about how to escape the 9 to 5 and achieve financial freedom, then follow me down below, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you guys like this video, and until next time, bye!